Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Salesforce AI Champions. Today I'll be going to talk about how we can add block actions in FlexCard in OmniStudio. So before get started, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. So in the last session I have talked about like how we can use like block element in Salesforce, this OmniStudio FlexCard, and I have created like one FlexCard that uses integration procedure as a data source, and it retrieves like this data, like this account informations, like some contact information based on an account ID. So if I just show you quickly, these are the key input params we just need to pass, like this account ID. So based on this account ID, it retrieves few contact records that are associated with those account IDs, and it will be displayed. And so this flex card is a child flex card, right? So in that case, this child flex card, I'll be using this child flex card as an action in the block element in the flex card. So I'll be just creating a new flex card. I'll be adding a block element. In that block element, I'll be just write some simple text, and I'll be just updating the block action so that we can just use this child flex card as a flyout in that block element. So let me just create a new flex card. On clicking on this new button, I'll be just providing the flex card name as block action element flyout, and let me just click on next, and let me just click on save. So our flex card got created successfully, and in this active state I'll be just add the block element. And if I just so block element is nothing but that kind of this combined logical groups of elements inside a collapsible container within a block element on a flex card. So I have shown like how we can uh, properly use this block element in a flex card in the last session, and I'll be adding that tutorial link in this video description. So in the block element, I'll be just add a simple text. I'll be just search for text, and let me just so rich text field. So in the display sections we can find this rich text field. I'll be just drag and drop this rich text, and in here I'll be just provide some random text like flyout demo, and we can just configure the font styles and all. Like let me just make it more uh, big in size, and let me just make it color success, or we can just make the color, or is it good? Okay, and let me just add another icon icon element. Let me just search for icons, and we can find under this display section again, we can just find this icon field. I'll be just drag and drop this one, and we just want this icon just uh, right of this, just left of this text, and let me just drag it properly so that we can, and we can just make the type and size, configure the size of the icon and type of the icon as well. Like there are two types of this icon, like custom, we can just use custom, and for the timing I'll be using this Salesforce SBG. And the icon, let me just use this by default, like this utility add icon. I can just use this, should be shown as plus, and let me just reduce this size little bit, like plus, and now we are good. And in the block element, so this is within the block element we have added like this icon element and this text element. And if I just click on this outer block, this in the block properties, we can just make it collapsible as well, like make it collapsible, or the collapsible by default options we also can choose. Those kind of just configuration we can do. And in the action, so this today's demo is regarding the how we can just add an action to this block element. So I'll be just click on this action button, and let me just show you what are the different kind of actions we can just add. Like I'll be just providing the action label as flyout, and there are different action types like card, data, event, flyout, navigate. We can navigate to a particular record. OmniScript, we can just launch a OmniScript, update OmniScript, velocity actions. So these are the different types, action types are available. So for the timing for today's demo, I'll be just using this flyout. And on the flyout, so flyout will be like that. In the flyout type, I'll be using this child flex card as a flyout type, right? So let me just add the flyout. In the flyout type, we can just select this child card, and in the flyout, I can just search for that flex card, child flex card that I have shown in the earlier of this video. And I let me just choose this flex card, and we can just pass the data. Since for that I am not passing any data, I'll be just showing as it's as straightforward. There will be no data passing as of now for showing this flyout. I'll be not passing any data, but we can just pass any context ID, different kind of parameters we can pass to the flex card, to the child flex card, right? And there are there are like open flyout. So this is the like model type. The flyout will be open, and the channel name close model. So channel name is for the pub sub event, and we can just add different conditions as well. Let me, for the timing, let me just save this one. So the we are good to go. So like let me just preview this one. So flyout is will be like basically displaying some sort of extra information, additional details we want to embed within the flex card. Means if the flex card contain lot of information, if there are no places to show all the details within, we can just add the flyout, any flyout in that flex card, so that it could be like additional details should be shown in a model kind of pop-up. And on clicking on this flex card, if I just click on it, we can just see uh, this is showing as a flyout, right? So this is the child flex card, and it shows some few contacts associated for an account. And on clicking on this block element, since I have added the action within the block element, so on clicking on this block element, we can launch this flyout. So that's all for today's demo. I'll be adding more tutorials on Salesforce, OmniStudio, and Data Cloud topics. And I'll be adding different kind of scenarios for block element and this flyout as well. Like we can just use different action type as well, like navigating to a record, launching an OmniScript, updating an OmniScript. Like event, we can just fire pub sub event. Those kind of scenarios I'll be covered in the later sessions. So please stay tuned, and if you like this video, please do like, share, subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.